Welcome back everyone, my name's Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Hard West 2. Where we left off last time, we had just finished a fight against revenants and we got ourselves some coal.
Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
We did get some new cards, we got a pair, but that's not super helpful. What do we have for cards currently? Who's got what? You got jacks. Who's kicking around 10s right now? No one. Okay, well, we could get a pair on somebody. We could actually get 2 pairs on her. Why not? Or who else? Let's see what other abilities we can get, actually. Because we might be able to get other cool abilities, too. Why is this one different? Oh, no cooldown. We can shadow swap infinitely. Interesting. Needs a 3 of a kind for that. Our ability you got. You get an ability. Oh. Oh my. He needs a pair for that. What's his 2-pair ability? Immune to dazed or drunk. Dead Man's Revenge is good though. Alright, what else we got? No, we don't really care about him too much. Swaps HP and statuses with anyone else in sight. That's actually pretty good. Whenever he kills someone, he gets patching up status. Alright, we'll leave it as it is for now, but I do want more cards, obviously.
Where does the path lead?
I feel like our game's going slower, and it was.
Even as we ride.
The fuzz, they're coming for me. Pine Falls. Pine Falls, a fine town. Finally, we were welcomed by the hustle and bustle of a true, hard Western society. Luckily for Deer and Bill, people were so busy no one even looked at us twice.
New town, new trouble. Ha! Makes me feel alive again.
It seemed that all the commotion was tied to a rescue expedition. Good folk of Pine Falls rushing to the aid of their brethren in Boomtown. Right. More like their greed and fear. They needed the furs and they needed the trains grounded at Boomtown. And to do that, they needed to clear the great avalanche blocking the eastern pass.
This is serious. If that pass isn't cleared soon, the people in that valley, including everyone in Boomtown, won't survive that freak winter.
Hope they make it. Well, I wish them luck, really, but we have more pressing concerns to attend to currently. Let's visit the doctor's office. Is it really another 20? How's our hit points doing? Really quickly before we go jumping into all that stuff. Okay, we're at 7 out of 19, 5 out of 21, 4, 2020. So we do need to heal.
Really dressed for this.
Fine, patch this up. Go to the store. We can sell some things, like this old dirty copper. That'll pay for the healing. What was that? Oh, it's just a wild buffalo rifle. Okay. There are supplies here. There's also random things. Keeping the wonderful tonic. We need that for a quest, and we're going to keep a sack of coal. Why do we have a stove door? Gives hit points, but no, but a horrible speed deduction. I think I might just sell that. Speed seems kind of important in this whole situation, but we'll leave it for now, I guess. We have a second Widowmaker. Do we have a better? There's another Desert Ranger there. 120 bucks. There's also, that's a sawed-off shotgun. That's different than the coach gun by what? Less damage, more bullseye. It shoots faster, but oh, it only costs 1 AP to shoot. Well, that's cool. Anyways, I mean, the Desert Eagle is, or Desert Ranger, I should say, is pretty damn good. How's it going? The government finally sent the army to fight those aggressive natives, but people say they came underprepared and are stuck here just like we are. Cool beans. Let's talk to the head of the expedition. We stood in the street, smoking and going through our munitions, while Lazarus has been parleying with the expedition foreman. He seemed to be quite respected in Pine Falls. After a long while, he walked back to us and explained the situation. They have two main problems they need to solve to get this expedition underway, and that means we have two problems since we desperately need to get to Boomtown. First, they need workers, and not the soft townsfolk of Pine Falls. No, they need seasoned pioneers like the people from Kala Kala. And two, they need an expert, someone who did similar work in the past. Good news is they already found one. Bad news, he got lost somewhere north of here and vanished without a trace. If we want to get to Boomtown and grab the siphon, we need to help them solve these problems.
Why do we always have to do these people's dirty jobs? I wonder what would happen if for once we would ask them for help. I bet they would drop everything and risk their lives straight away.
That is the hero's lament. Come now, Flynn. These people suffered enough. We may as well help them along the way. I'm siding with Flynn.
Hey, thanks for trusting me, Carter.
Flynn's right. We're not some jolly do-gooders. We have serious work to do. They're lucky we need this expedition to succeed. Since we've already been to Kalakala and saw that no one survived, maybe we should ask the refugees we met at Zeke's trading post if they'd be willing to join the expedition's effort. As for the missing engineer, I have an idea who might have taken him. The cursed Moses O'Kane and his whole clan of inbreds. Can lead you there. Well, folks, seems like finding the engineer is our priority. Now, lead the way, preacher. There's no time to lose. How about the notice board? There are 2 wanted posters hanging on the notice board, among some petty old leaflets. Wanted Ernie Barguckle.
Wanted, preferably alive. Murderer of Mrs. Merringer and her unborn child, one Ernest Barguckle. If you have any information regarding Ernie, visit the sheriff's office.
Well, shit, 30 dead, but 60 alive? I want that money. Take the poster. Ah, yeah, Ernie, sleazy bastard, used to rob remote trading posts, but during his last job, he accidentally killed the local pastor's pregnant wife. Folks here are quite eager to hang him. Before this crazy winter, some riders saw him around Hunchback Pass. Pilate?
Preferably dead. Mysterious murderer and torturer at large. Nicknamed Pilot. Visit sheriff's office for more information.
I'll take it. Want done this killer. Visit the sheriff's office. Sheriff Tom seemed like a cozy, lazy bastard, but something in his eyes told me he's not to be trifled with. How about Pilate? Oh, this one's a pain in the ass. We've got a loony on the loose, killing people and nailing them to crosses, torturing. And the worst thing is that the state had a similar problem 15 years ago, then one day it just stopped. Now this Pilate is back and killing again. Townsfolk are scared. Heard from Sal that a local saloon is pooling extra cash for whoever finds and kills the bastard. Want to hunt Pilate down? You might want to look around the crime scene. City Marlowe was found on the cross right in front of our own house. Right there. I'll mark it for you. How about Ernie? If you're after Ernie, I can only wish you luck. He's holed up somewhere at the Hunchback Pass, and I doubt anyone will manage to rat him out of there before all the snow thaws. Still, if you want to try, be my guest. Be warned, though, that Ernie is afraid of nothing. Well, maybe except fire, since he got severely burned as a kid. Alright, gotta go. Sal's Saloon. It was full of two-faced scum who kept smiles on their faces while wringing suckers out of their last cent. Not my favorite joint in town, but we were not there to drink. After he mentioned the pilot, Sal asked us to follow him to his small office. Tom's right, gathered extra cash for the reward. People are terrified. You never know when you might stumble across a victim nailed to a cross in the wilds. If you really want to catch the bastard, there's one man who will help you. A trapper named Bergeson. I'll mark his ranch on your map. Okay, thanks, bye. Alright, we got some things. We got many things to do, actually. Let's go this way.
Let's go there.
Let's do the wanted things first, I guess. The first one's up
Yeah.
this way somewhere.
Winters here can be harsh, but this one...
There's Bergeson's ranch. It was small and cozy, ran by a trapper named Bergeson. Big man, taller than any of us. He used to trade his old trapper equipment for cash. Talk to him. Seemed like Bergeson wasn't home this time. Instead, we found some signs of combat and blood. Someone took Bergeson and was moving him somewhere. At least the tracks were quite fresh.
Save your breath and your warmth, people.
Bergeson's tracks? Yeah, these are Bergeson's tracks. Really shouldn't have come out with those fancy boots in this weather. He's been followed, though. More tracks. Bergeson must be near. Wonder if he met whoever was stalking him. The plate got to Bergeson before he managed to talk to him about it. There he was nailed to a cross and horribly mutilated. Before he mercifully ended its torment, he managed to give us a name. Keller. Keller, I know him. A man by that name. He has a farm not far from Pine Falls. But is it the name of the killer or the next victim? Probably the killer if I had to hazard a guess. Which way are we going? I guess we're going this way now.
I always pictured hell as a whole lot warmer.
Let's go see who's over here at Keller's farm. To call it a farm would be an overstatement. Investigate Keller's ties to Polite. Are you there, Mr. Keller? We have some questions for you. But Keller was also gone. Worried we broke in and searched the house, but we couldn't find anything conclusive. What did we miss? The answer must be here, but to find it, we'd have to learn more about the case. Well then, that is somewhat unfortunate. I guess we're going back to town.
I think my
The
nose is
poster leads
frostbitten.
there. I think, at the very least, it goes. It's somewhere else.
Lucky we
It's
found
not
these
there.
horses.
Nope, we're not camping. Sorry, didn't mean to hit the camp button. Break camp. There we go. This way is where we're going. We'll talk to our people later, but I'm going up to this place first.
Can you see anything?
What's this hunchback pass? Wrong way. I'm doing this other quest for. Actually, maybe it's up this way.
When will we finally camp?
Nope, definitely not this way. So we're going all the way over that way. I guess we can just, while they walk, keep moving them.
It's fucking cold.
I don't like how the it forces you to go back to your group when you actually like tell them to move somewhere. It's a long way. Alright, they're wandering. Let's move it ×4. Just go. Save ourselves a little bit of time and effort.
Where does the path lead?
A decent house was standing all alone there. Piece of official looking paper. Look for clues. Carefully searching the house for clues, we found two interesting things. An old photograph of a group of people in front of Sal's saloon, and a knife-carved sentence above the door, inside which Lazarus identified as a Bible quote. Hold a pale horse, and he who sat on it had the name Death, and Hades was following with him.
Where the hell are we?
Alright, well let's go back to that house, I guess?
Wrap your fingers in something, lest they freeze.
Go back to Keller's farm. I think it's the only clue we have left now. Let's save. Investigate. Keller wasn't here. We decided to search the house just in case, remembering the Bible quote from Sadie's house. Lazarus found Keller's Bible. The same paragraph was tucked between the pages of Revelations from whence the quote came. And look at the photo. All the people on it are marked with an X, except could they be Sal himself, only younger?
See anything in the snow?
Back to town. Sal's saloon. Sal wasn't home either. Some drunkard slurred something about Sal rushing to an old silver mine when we asked about the host. We left in a hurry, hoping we were finally getting close to the end of this bloody chase. Silver mine's over this way, I think. It might be actually up top here. There it is.
If I'd wanted
Right,
to
we've been there
freeze my ass
before.
off, I'd have stayed in Chicago.
It was an old shallow mine. Whatever silver people found here. Oh yeah, let's rush inside looking for Sal. Drawing our guns, we rushed inside. There, in the light of some mining lamps, we found Keller and Sal. Sal was tied to a chair. Keller had his gun pointed at the saloon owner's head. Talk to Keller.
Hands up, Keller. We know you're pilot, and we want to take you alive.
That's right, I am the pilot. Or at least, I am the pilot now. See, 15 years ago, this bastard Sal and a bunch of other people from Pine Falls wanted to get rich quick, so they forced people to sell their land to them. And if they didn't, they had them tortured and killed, nailed to crosses. They wanted it to look like the work of some madman. They wanted to buy this here mine for me. When I didn't agree, they killed my wife. So you can do whatever you want, but Sal's the last of them, and I've waited 15 years for that moment. He's not getting out of this alive. Before he could do anything, he shot Sal dead, and then dropped the gun and raised his hands. Now he had to make a tough decision. Lazarus demanded justice, Bill wanted to let the guy go, and Flynn was talking about the reward, and how there were no innocents in this story. Shoot him.
Thanks for standing up for me back
I didn't want to
there.
take any chances. We were all quiet as we wrapped Keller's body to present it to the sheriff. Off we go.
We could all use some hot coffee.
Well, I don't disagree with Keller's needing
I
revenge
think I
for
can
the
see
killing of his wife. Can't just serial kill everyone. Anyways, sheriff's office. Get the bounty for our pilot. $90. What a story. Let me grab a pen and some paper. The newspapers will lose their shit over this. Alright, here's your reward, plus some extra from that old bastard Sal's pool. Gotta go. $90. Nice. That's some good. Actually, does anyone sell cards, I wonder? I never actually checked. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Now we gotta go get the other guy who's up this way. Do our bounties, I
lost,
guess.
aren't we?
Hunchback Pass. Took us hours to track down Ernie in the Hunchback Pass. Finally, we approached the solid hunting tree, stand perched on a high mighty fir. There we saw light and smoke coming from it. Had to be the place. Approach the stand. Once we moved towards the stand, we heard shots, and the snow around us exploded in a gunfire. That bastard had a perfect position. It was no mystery now why no one managed to bring him in. We pulled back and hid some distance from the tree. Sorry about that, just had to pause and sneeze for a moment. So I did the Claylish version. Once we moved towards the stand, we heard shots, the snow thingy. You stay here as a diversion while I double back, crawling through the snow. We get behind him, and this swiftly keep shooting and make sure he thinks we're all here. After an hour or so, we heard a single shot, and a wounded Ernie fell from the stand onto the snow. Claylish joined us, soon enough, looking like a snowman.
To do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice.
Now that it's done, we should get back to Pine Falls and the sheriff's office. Well, it was a much easier one. Also, we got a really nice rifle. It's got trick shot on it, which is good for a rifle to have. Honestly, let's give this to Lynn. I'm not gonna... my shotguns can be good, and she does teleport around, which could be useful, I guess. Should get her a better shotgun at some point. She already has a Hawkeye rifle, okay. Guess we could give our main character a rifle. Or we could give him a better rifle. There we go. Alright, now we can balance shots, I suppose. Go get our reward.
In that direction.
Oh, that's the O'Kane's farm.
Are we there
Let's
yet?
not go to that yet. We're actually going to make this video a tiny bit shorter just because I'm a little bit low on time today, unfortunately. Let's go to the sheriff's office. Sheriff Tom seemed like, oh yeah, get the bounty for Ernie Barguckle, 60 bucks. I'm surprised you managed to catch him alive. Well, folks, we'll have their spectacle after all. Here's your reward. Well earned, pal. Alright, now we have some good money. Let's see what we got going on here. We could get rid of the wild bull, or buffalo rifle, first of all. We have almost $500 dues. What do we do with these things? Do we just keep them? I guess we just can't get rid of them, so I guess they just are there. We do have a Widowmaker. Is anyone not using a decent pistol? Here, have that. The Dirty Copper is just a very basic handgun. Not particularly good. We could buy some Desert Rangers. They're better pistols. And since I think... you know what might be a better idea? Now that I think about it. We'll buy one desert... Oh, we're gonna get one. I'm sure we'll find one. I don't really want to spend money on it. Alright, I think we're gonna end the video here. Yeah, it's a little bit shorter this time, but I'm just really low on time. So, we'll do more things in the next video. We're gonna go... We have several quests on the go. We need to track down some robbers. We need to track down some refugees. We need to... Actually, you know what? Let's do the refugee thing. They're by that camp. We just gotta talk to them,
I can't
so...
feel my extremities.
Can't be that hard to do.
Not that I normally do.
Off we go. Zeke's trading post. Talk with the Kalakala refugees. We approached the group of troubled refugees right outside the trading post, asked them for help. We gathered the refugees and explained the situation to them. We made them understand that clearing the passage was in everyone's best interest and added something about how they would have a warm place to sleep and something to eat as long as they're willing to work. A lot of them agreed to that, and soon most of the refugees packed up their belongings and left towards the expedition's camp. Alright, we got that taken care of then. And that's going to be where we're going to leave off. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.